Hi everybody, it's Tuesday and Witches of the Moon. Long time no see. This week's topic is meditation. I want to talk about meditation because meditation is extremely important to your practice. It is something that I've been trying to work on in the last few weeks for myself because it's not my strong suit. My brain is too scattered, and I know that I've said that in a lot of other videos too, that my brain is really scattered and it's hard for me to sit down and meditate. But it is really important to figure out what works for you, because when you meditate, you kind of clear energies, you clear things that are bogging you down, you clear things that are bothering you that may cause your brain to do the things that my brain does. And it helps with your magic. If you can approach your magic and something with clarity, then you will have better results. Just like if you get a full night's sleep and you go to work, you work better. It's the same thing. You are essentially letting your body recuperate when you meditate. So a few things that I have found here lately that really do work for me. And while it doesn't completely still my brain, it does help. So earlier this weekend, we kind of took a little trip to this really pretty place in the state that I live, and we hiked a mountain, which was not fun. That was painful. But when we got to the top of that mountain, there was the top of the waterfall. So we were able to kind of sit and really enjoy the view and the sound, which was a very calming, soothing, peaceful creek, spring sound. So you had that really nice, soft, flowing water. And I sat there and I had the air all around me. It was really nice and cool up there. The air was blowing really nicely. And I had that water element. So I put my feet in the brook. I guess that's what you would call it. But I put my feet in the stream and let the air hit my face and let the water kind of wash away some of the stress that I've been feeling over the last few weeks. As you can see, I still have not been posting videos on the regular. I do have plans to post what I've missed, so I do apologize for that. But let's get back to this before I run out of video. So anyway, I'm sitting there and I have the wind around me, I have the water, I have the sound. And when I had that sound, I actually really was able for the first time in a really long time to sit there and clear my head. And it felt really nice to not really have anything up there. And that sounds really bad. I don't have anything in my head, but it sounded really nice. It was just really calming. And as stressed out as I had been going up the mountain, because it was very hard to do. It was a lot of rocks. It was a lot of climbing I was not ready for. Because I didn't realize that we had to climb the mountain to get to where we were going to see the waterfall. I was just told we're going to go see a waterfall and didn't know how we were going to get to it, but apparently you have to climb 2 miles. So by the time I got to the top, I was really stressed. So when I sat up there and I sat with the water and I sat with the air around me, the sun was getting ready to set. It was just really beautiful, really peaceful. I don't think, other than being at the beach, I don't think that I've ever experienced something that calming. And so when I left, despite the fact that my body hurt because it's not used to that kind of exercise, I felt really good. And so I started to incorporate that sound into my practice a little bit more. And that actually helps, that babbling brook kind of sound. That really does help, that flowing water. It really helps with my meditation, which I think is a lot of why when I say that I take cleansing rituals, baths, or I take a shower to meditate, water is what really works for me in meditation, whether you're picturing it wash the crap down the drain, whether you're listening to it move, feeling it move, it really does help move that stagnant energy. For me, because I know a lot of people do the same thing with air. Some people get that same feeling from just random stuff. My husband rides motorcycles, and the air whipping past him on a motorcycle makes him feel calm. And just certain things, people use fire, but for me, it's water. And you can really incorporate the elements that you feel good with in helping your meditation. So if you're somebody who likes the beach, use the water. If you're somebody who likes sitting by the fire, use the fire. If you're somebody who enjoys just being outside in the woods, take a walk. It doesn't have to be sitting in a quiet room with your legs crossed and your hands up. It doesn't have to be that. And I think a lot of the misconception, and probably my own misconception, was that that's what it has to be, because that's what you always see. You see these gurus sitting there and they're cross-legged and they're so peaceful looking, and you don't know that they're probably sitting there plotting their grocery list in their head, because it doesn't really work all the time. Some people can do that. I'm not one of them. If you are somebody who is very busy in the head, that's probably your problem too. So I think if you incorporate some noise, if you're somebody who has an issue with meditation, something peaceful, something that you like, something that calms you, ocean waves, thunderstorms, any of that, do that, because that'll keep your brain busy enough and thinking on something else and listening to the noise instead of listening to your own thoughts. So that's my advice. I'm sure it sounded a little babbly. I have that sleepy, tired energy happening right about now. So I feel like I rambled a whole lot and probably spoke a lot faster than I needed to speak. But hopefully this helps. If you have issues with meditation like me, tell me about it. If you have fixed those issues, tell me how you fixed those issues. I still like to hear from you guys, even though I've been very, very much MIA this season. Like I said, I am planning on going back and doing the videos that I've missed, and I know there were a lot. I do have a spell that I want to share with you guys, because I know I missed that one, I think, last week. But thank you guys for continuing to tune in. It has been a very busy season for a lot of us, and we appreciate it. So until next week, and I promise I will do one next week. Blessed be.